spending the next 3 days on Cat Ba Island and cruising Halong Bay. Cat Ba Island is the largest island in Halong Bay. It's known for its beautiful beaches, lush jungles, and its amazing sunsets. So that is what we are going to be exploring over the 2 days that we are spending here before we board our 2-day, 1-night cruise of Halong and Lan Ha Bay. If you want to learn about Cat Ba Island and Halong Bay, keep watching, like the video, and we have been traveling and will be traveling the rest of Asia for the next year. So if you want to see more content like this, definitely subscribe it so you can follow along. We're super excited to share it with you. So from central Cat Ba town, you can walk to 3 beaches, and there's like a little pathway that goes in between the beaches that goes along the water because they're separated by like rock wall. So we're gonna go to 2 of them. We wanted to go to the further left one, but the path seemingly does not exist like it does in the map. So that is what we're doing. We got our little bathing suits on. It's so beautiful here. Even Carson said so.
Wow.
Really nice swim at this beach. I'll put the name on the screen because I can't remember what it is. It's beautiful, but just like with a lot of Halong Bay, there's a lot of garbage in the water, which is really disappointing because Halong Bay and Cat Ba and Lan Ha Bay, everything, it's so beautiful, but it's just very well trafficked in terms of tourism, just like we're contributing to right now. So a bit hypocritical, but there's a lot of garbage. So just make sure if you come here that you're packing out what you pack in, because it's sad to see all the garbage floating in the beach. And it's so pretty here that you don't want to be ruined. Alright, it's a little bit later in the day and we are hiking up to the cannon fort, which is exactly as it sounds. It's a cannon fort because Cat Ba Island was very strategic for military purposes for basically all of Vietnam's history. So there's a cannon fort up here. It's closed off, may not be closed off, may be closed off. Maybe you have to bribe the guy sitting there. Who knows?
Not there. I think there's a secret path we can take. There's a lot is up in the air here.
Yeah, but as you can see, the sun is about to set, and the purpose of the cannon fort is it's at the top of a hill, right? So it's a really nice look out of the bay. So we're hoping to get there for sunset. So we met a group, we were walking behind a group of like middle-aged Vietnamese people, clearly like a little workout group that are all doing this hike because it's uphill. We get to the top where we have to like sneak through the forest around where the gates close and where the guard potentially is. So he points up these like stairs that just go up into the jungle. Says something in Vietnamese, doesn't speak any English obviously. And it's like, yeah, go, okay. So we're just going up these stairs now. We found the first viewpoint, hiking up to the second one. So Kappa Island town it's very small and it's very expensive for food. At least we've been eating at the same vegan restaurant like all 3 meals. And it's really, really great today. I got the mango pancakes and then you can get fruits for free as well. It's super close to our hotel, but like I said, everything, all the food here is really expensive except for here. This vegan restaurant has like great prices. So we're gonna put some chocolate on our pancakes. In a little walk around this morning, got some breakfast. I got a Maloma, which reminds me of Taylor. What is it, Maloma? No, Malona.
Yeah, no, it's Malona.
Malona, which reminds me of Taylor. And now we're going back to get ready for our tour tomorrow because we leave for our 2-day, 1-night boat cruise of Long Bay tomorrow. We're gonna go get ready for that. We're both kind of tired. And there's not much to do on Kappa Island. The only thing we didn't do that we kind of wanted to do was go to the national park, but you really need a scooter to go there because it's hard to get there on your own. So we're not gonna do that. That's okay. So we checked out of our hotel in Kappa and now we're on our way to Kappa Ventures, which is the tour company that we booked our 2-day, 1-night Halong and Lanhao Bay cruise with. So that is why we're 2-bagging it today, because Carson and I, every time we go on an overnight where they don't want us to bring our big bags, have to share my small backpack for both of our stuff.
Which is full easily 90% with Hannah's stuff.
Carson only brought like a toothbrush, deodorant, the toothpaste, his sleep mask, and a bathing suit.
So I don't know why I would need anything else. It's kind of there for 1 day. Hannah brought every toiletry an entire woman could fit in a dresser drawer.
And, well, and outfit changes just in case. Well, because we're doing adventure stuff. So, who knows?
So I need my makeup.
No, well, I don't know. I brought my whole toiletry kit because I didn't want to have to unpack it. I didn't have another bag to put it in. So if I was gonna bring all my creams and whatnot, I just have to put them willy-nilly loose in the bag. And no one wants that. So anyways, we're on our way to Kappa Ventures for 10:45 and we are going to be boarding our cruise. And I'll explain more when we get there. Okay, we are on the bus transfer now. They picked us up right at the office and now we're taking the bus to the port? Where are we going?
Just to the port to get on the boat. It's like 5 minutes away.
Well, there's also a dock there, which is where I thought we were leaving. So the way that the tour works is that in the morning of our first day, we take a smaller boat, not the sleeping boat, and we go through Lanhao Bay. And then in the afternoon, we transfer to the sleeping boat, and that's when you spend the night in Halong Bay. Because Lanhao Bay, we're going to be weaving in a little bit more between the islands, so it's better to have the smaller boat. So we chose to take our Halong Bay cruise. Oh, there's a dog. We chose to take our Halong Bay cruise leaving from Kappa Island instead. I'm worried this dog's gonna bite me. Leaving from Kappa Island instead of from Halong Town, which is what, the dog's coming over to me. Which is what the majority of the tourists do. You can book the tour leaving right from Hanoi. The transfer happens in Halong Town, and then you do either a 1-night, 2-day, or a 2-night, 3-day cruise of Halong Bay. We chose to leave from Kappa Island though after something we read online in an obscure blog that made a very good point, which was that the 1-night cruises leave from about 12:30 to 1:30 by the time that you make it from Hanoi into Halong Bay town. And then you spend the first portion of the day sailing out to Halong Bay. You stay in the bay overnight, just like all the rest of the cruises do, but it's a lot more crowded because there's so many tour companies that operate on that route. If you leave from Kappa Island, on the other hand, you're already in Lanhao Bay and you leave earlier in the day. So as soon as you leave at 10:45, you are in the bay with the beautiful limestone mountains, like right there. And you're already sailing. There isn't like a transition period of just open water where you're getting into the bay. So that is why we did it. It was also a little bit cheaper. The one we booked was highly, highly recommended by the tour guide that brought us from Hanoi to Kappa Island. It was $135 US, which is like at the low end of the prices that you can find leaving from Hanoi, but this one was highly recommended. So if you're interested in booking a tour, I would highly recommend Kappa Adventures. As of right now, I'll give you our opinion at the end after you complete the tour, but I'm sure it's going to be great. So included in the ticket price is the entrance ticket to the national park, which is what we have here. It costs 300,000 dongs to get into this park. Kristen and I left our big backpacks at the boat company headquarters in Kappa town, and we both feel really uncomfortable leaving all, like it's literally everything we own just behind. It just feels weird. It feels like a part of me is missing. So what we're sailing through right now is the largest fishing village in Kappa Island. It's floating on top of the water. It's so cool. After lunch, we sailed into the actual Halong Bay, and we're going on a kayak to a lagoon now. They gave us a dry bag and told us to take our phones and all of the money that we have on this boat, because after kayaking, we're going to transfer to the sleeping boat. So that is very exciting. It's really pretty, but it might rain, so you didn't get the super best weather, but it still looks really pretty outside. In our kayak, left the boat. Carson's gonna do most of the paddling. Oh, see, I was telling Carson, things that exist under the water, like just think about the bottom of boats or like deep water oil rig. It's so gross and slimy and barnacle-y. Isn't it gross? It doesn't bother Carson apparently, but ew, like imagine having to swim underneath a boat. So our guide was just saying that these islands in here in Halong Bay, the way that they were formed was like millions of years ago, sea creatures died. The sea was just completely flat, sea creatures died, and then as their bodies like decomposed, they turned into the limestone, and as the sea levels went down, these like big limestone cliffs like that came up from the ocean. So that because the sea was here first, the mountains were not here first, so there wasn't a way that like animals could natively walk to these islands, right? So they don't have any native species, but there are animals that live here. One of them is monkeys. Monkeys, he said, he thinks come from typhoons when they get blown off from the mainland and they drifted in on pieces of log, which is really cool. And then he also said that there's squirrels, which are also invasive, and then people can rent farmers can rent land on these islands, bring goats here, and then leave them for 3 or 4 years, and they walk all over the rocky cliffs like this, like mountain goats, so that their meat is better to eat because it's more muscular, which is really interesting. What do you think, Carson? You think it's interesting?
Very cool. I like thinking about it. It's a good puzzle. How did the monkeys get here? If the water was here first. And what a cool solution.
Can you imagine just monkeys drifting on a piece of driftwood through the...
for 8 to 10 days.
Yeah. You're gonna have to, like, it's literally hitting our head. Got in a little argument in the cave because he was being silly, and I don't appreciate silly when it comes to caves. And then when Carson got scared, it was time to go. But when I was scared, he was paddling us forward.
No, it's just we went like 10 meters in, and I was like, and then there was clearly something cool to go see, so we went and saw it. And then Hannah's like, let's just start blasting way deeper than he told us to go. And I was like, no, we saw the thing, and now we'll leave.
There's a bee's nest up there, right there. Do you see?
No.
On the rock, under, like, see how it like lips?
Oh yeah. I was just thinking and saying to Hannah, I think this will probably be my favorite place I ever go on the entire planet, probably for the rest of my life. So that's a hell of an accomplishment for Halong Bay. It's just so amazing. It's exactly like if you were in a giant jungle, like a mountainous jungle you would find in like the Amazon or in Thailand or anything, a mountainous jungle. But instead of there being the ground, it's the ocean, and you can boat and kayak around it. It's amazing, and I love these jungles. I love the jungle, I love the mountains, and the water. So I think this will be the best place I ever go for my whole life. Crazy to be living it.
Cool shell, a really cool shell, and Carson learned how to whistle with a shell from our guide. And there's still like no tourists here. They really weren't lying when they said if you leave from Cat Ba Island, you will see like no tourists. We just checked into our room. It looks so cool.
This is awesome, and the view could not be better. It's unbelievable.
I'll give you a whole tour. So from here my back's against the door, and this is what it looks like. Right out that window is Halong Bay, and we, from our bed, have full view of it.
This is like, I'd say this is probably the best thing we'll ever do in our lives. But God, this is so cool. Like just sitting in bed right on the water, looking at probably the most beautiful place in the world.
Dinner, which I didn't record either of our meals. I get awkward recording because it's like a shared situation. I didn't want to record in front of everyone, but both meals were really good. And then after dinner we did squid fishing, but I didn't want to do it and I didn't want to see it, so I came back to the room.
And what did you do?
And I had a little nap.
I didn't do the squid fishing because I also don't want to catch things. It feels mean, but I was standing out there hanging out with everyone. It was pretty fun. No squids were caught though, so that's good. It was fun though, just hanging out with everyone.
Now we're sitting in our bed and we're gonna play some cards. And we have a nice view outside, but it's just all black. And I'm a little sleepy, but we need to take in how nice this room is. This bed is so comfy. It's like one of the comfiest beds we've had.
I said that they do everything to make this room seem like super fancy and luxurious, like. And I said this is like what the super rich people got back in the day to like cross the Atlantic and stuff, like back in the Titanic times. So it's like we're ultra rich back in those days. Makes you feel good.
We just woke up in our very comfy bed in our boat, and this is our view in front of us. We are about to go for breakfast now, which are pancakes. Kristen set the alarm for 7 so that we were able to have an hour before breakfast where you can just look out that window. And now we're about to go for pancake breakfast, which is so fun. We've been saying this entire time that we just are so happy we booked this cruise rather than the ones that they have that leave from Ho Chi Minh City, that are more like luxury cruises. Because while this one may not have a rooftop pool and welcome drinks and all of that, the activities are so fun. There's a super small group of us and there's no one in the areas that we go. Ho Chi Minh Bay gets so busy. They say sometimes you even have to line up for kayaking if you're going to the places where everyone goes, and we're not. So we're so lucky and we're so happy that we booked this one, and the bed is so comfy. When we booked this specific cruise with Kappa Adventures, they said that we go to the places that are less traffic, less touristy, and less boats, and they were really right. There's one more Kappa Adventures boat over there, and I don't know if you can see back there. There's a bunch of boats that are starting to come in. Last night there's a couple that are parked way down there in that bay, but all around us there are no boats, and we had the whole lagoon to ourselves yesterday, and we'll probably have the whole lagoon to ourselves again today. We're going kayaking and caving, so that's on the docket, and we're having pancake breakfast.
Very exciting.
He is hoisting up the anchor, which means that we are about to get going, which is so exciting. Oh, this window is wide open. I'll give you a little room tour. I did a brief tour yesterday of just what the room generally looked like. It's basically exactly like a hotel room. You've got a wardrobe over there. Not that you need it because you're only here one night. You can do 2 nights on this boat. No one really does that. The windows, though, I want to show you fully open. Like, this is fully open. And then there's a bathroom that has a full shower with hot water and a sink and a toilet and everything like that. So the room is, and this cruise provided toothbrushes and soap and shampoo, even though we brought all of that ourselves anyways. Just so you know, like, really the only thing you need to bring with you are shoes that could potentially get wet, but you never wear them on the boat or in the water anyways, and a bathing suit, and then clothes, a rain jacket in case it rains. We don't have rain jackets though, so that's basically it. Sunscreen, sunglasses. All of these cruises that are pulling in now are the ones that leave from Ho Chi Minh City, and it's funny because these are all like Dora cruises, Elite cruises. These are all the ones that I have seen when I was researching, especially when I was looking to do this for Kristen's birthday. So it's funny getting to see them in person now. The ones that leave from Ho Chi Minh City are like way more luxurious than the one that we're on right now. But we, as you can see, we're passing everyone right now. So we do like their day 2 on our day 1, so we completely miss all of the hordes of tourists, which is so nice. And we get to do a lot more activities than some of these cruises do as well, and that is in exchange for like the welcome drinks and the balconies and the pools and stuff like that. So I mean, teach their own. This is definitely more our style with people our age. Kayak again in a just as beautiful bay, honestly. Like, look at this. This time we got our little life jackets on though. Safety first. Carson's still paddling. Oh, and there's 2 more Kappa Cruises boats. I thought we were, oh, you can really tell how touristy it's getting. Like I said earlier, look at all the boats back there.
I know. I think we're going away from it.
Okay, so this is the first floor of the ship. We've got all of the cabins on this floor. There are 6 cabins that all have double beds in them. Ours is way at the back. So this is our cabin here. Door. And this is what it's like. Like you saw, it's a bit of a mess. At the back of the boat is where you board for the kayaking. And at the front, at the front of the boat is where the anchor is on this first floor. And then upstairs we've got the stairwell that takes you up to the main sun deck lounge area, and then there's the kitchen. And that is all that is on this boat. It's super, super nice. This one you get the luxury in the nature. You do more activities, and you're the first one to those activities because we do a special route since we leave from Kappa Island. But on the ones that leave from Ho Chi Minh City, they are more luxurious in the accommodations. So whatever is best for you, this one is the best one though, in my opinion. I'm worried I'm gonna hit the ladder. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Finished our super lunch, and now we're spending our last hour we have in our nice room with our nice big window.
It's nice. We had a huge meal, and me and the Spanish people at the end of the table ate so much food. So it's nice to lay down and look at the view while you digest.
Now they have all of the rooms set up for the next group. That's our room. Our room's all clean. Okay, we're getting back on the bus. So I was gonna close off the vlog because we got off of the tour, but then last minute when we pulled into the office, we decided we were just gonna take the sleeper to Hai Phong instead of going back to Hanoi, which was the original plan. So in the span of like 5 minutes, Carson got us like on a different bus without losing any money, which was really, really great. And now we're on the sleeper, and look at where we are.
We're in the back, baby. It's like a couch.
It is. It's like a long couch. There's the rest of the bus.
And here we are, 12 hours, supposedly. Whatever.
But we're gonna get there, so I'll close out the vlog when we get to Hai Phong. So we took the night bus from Kappa Island all the way to Hai Phong kind of on a whim, because we realized we had energy, and instead of stopping for the night in Hanoi, we were like, let's just do it. Let's just get all the way to Hai Phong. So we're here now at 3:30 in the morning. We didn't have a hotel booked. We got a WhatsApp message from the guy that worked at the bus company we were driving with that said that he has a hostel that we can stay at for free for the night. But Chris and I both had a weird feeling about it. So we, not like that kind of weird, just weird that we were gonna get screwed over somehow. So we got off the bus in the town instead of going all the way out to the hostel we should have gone to. And then we just wandered around at 3:30 in the morning trying to find somewhere with a room. First couple we checked didn't have any room. And now we found one, a cozy hostel, which looks nice. So we are very tired and very excited to get to bed.